Anyway, so this deity yoga, I got introduced to it. If you remember the first call, I was talking about being really, really deathly ill for about 3 years, between about the ages of 28 and 31. I barely could get out of bed, and I looked really scary because of the edema and the illness that I had. So if I did venture outside, children ran away, and I was just dealing with constant fear and rejection because of how scary I looked. Anyway, I was learning at that time, when I was sequestered away in my little cell, trying to get better, about deity yoga. And I began to meditate on the inside to see myself as Kali, who, to me, you could do this with any form of the divine. You could do it with Jesus, you could do it with Buddha, you could do it with Kali or Lakshmi or Kuan Yin or Tara or the Shekhinah, if you want to, look at it from Kabbalah. I mean, you could really do it from any version of a divine form. And I began to meditate on myself as that. And I really recommend that, especially for those of you that are writing in like, I hate what I look like. I don't look like I did when I was 24. Well, you're really not supposed to, because we're moving through time. But this focus on visualizing yourself on the inside as this divine form, not as yourself young, not all that, but literally that there is an eternal form of the divine who is alive inside of you if you begin to feed it. It's literally like you're giving sustenance to that inner experience of the divine. And so it's a visualization meditation. Briefly, we'll do it. I also was going to say, for some of you that don't visualize or that's hard, just see that light again that we started the call with. But especially because today is Diwali and sacred to Lakshmi, if any of you relate to Lakshmi, or if you want to pull up a picture of her on your phone and see what she looks like, you could easily do it by visualizing Lakshmi, or, as I say, any other form. So, all right, let's do this before we move on here. So focusing on your breath. Breathing in, calming, quieting energy. And breathing out, whatever wants to go. Breathing in, calming, quieting energy. And breathing out, whatever wants to go. Bringing your focus again back to your heart. You might even also feel this at your third eye between your brows. Just allow, without any effort, just like you're playing. Imagine an image of a divine form, a form that you're drawn to, some form that resonates with you. It may pick you. And imagine that form as you breathe. You're just relaxing into feeling that form alive in your own consciousness. That yes, you are this certain name, this certain body, all these different significators, but beyond that, there is this form of the divine in your consciousness. And it is eternal, it is love, it is wisdom. And just relaxing and allowing it to simply be in your mind. And you can even say, I am that. I am that eternal form. The body comes and goes, but I am that. You may feel just the peace of that energy. And that its energy can come through your whole body as you breathe. And then slowly coming out as you're ready. So there's forms of Tibetan Buddhism that use that meditation, and people get very, very serious about it. They get a picture or of that deity, and they memorize every single finger and every single mudra and every single eyelid, and they visualize it as if you're painting a painting or drawing inside of your own being. And it is incredibly, incredibly powerful. And one of the things that happened, I mean, I'm so convinced, like, you kind of know my perspective from, if you know my work at all, but from this idea that everything does happen in this crazy way to help the soul's evolution, there's this part of me that knows that one of the reasons I did get that sick, one of the many reasons, was because it introduced me to this way of being, to start to see the deity form on the inside. And I just really recommend it. And it will grow as you do it. I mean, at first, right now, you may be feeling it in a sort of vague way, or, oh, I can't quite get a grip on it. That's fine. Even if it's just like a passing energy, if you give it a little bit of attention, a little bit each day, if you resonate with this isn't for everybody, then you will start to feel that energy on the inside expressing itself. And one of the other things before we move on, when I was doing that, before I got that sick and before I got that scary looking, I had what it's just considered normal in this culture is, you're looking in the mirror all the time, or you're walking by a window and you look at yourself to like make sure you look okay. Well, that shit all stopped when you're looking that scary that kids are running behind their parents' leg. That was over. And the funny thing is, even once I got well, the fixation on doing that has never returned. So I was very lucky in a way. I mean, that stopped around 31. Like, obviously, I look in the mirror if I have something, to do, but it isn't like I'm checking all the time. And I was thinking, like, that is part of the poison. It's just that feeling that that outer identity is the true reality, and especially the way, women get that. So this is like another way to me that it really rehabilitates things. So